Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 38 of Direwolf20's 1.19 mod pack. And today, we're going to be making a bee farm. Well, honey farm, whatever you want to call it. I've got bees, I've got shears. I think we're ready for this. So, basically, I don't 100% know what I'm doing. I'm going to kind of wing this. Usually I do, right? But that's okay. So, I think what I want to do is basically create like a little contraption here. Let's see if this will work. All right. So we're going to have the beehive here, a flower. Let's just do a double wide or a tall flower. Do I got a tall flower? Rose bush. I got a rose bush. Okay, so we have a rose bush. And if I grab a bee, which is in this bag here, what I should be able to do, here, hold on, before I put this down, is this dispenser, okay, and then, actually, I should be able to put more bees in there, but I think they'll pop out, wouldn't they, like the wrong direction? Am I wrong about that? I think that's the right direction. I think that's the right direction right there. So then we have a dispenser facing down. See if I can get it to face down here. Okay, that should be facing downwards. And then we take a shear. Oh, no, not that. We take a pair of shears, which we have unbreaking 9, 8, whatever, one of those. And then a comparator. Actually, let's grab a sensor from RF Tools. We should be able to detect is when this hits growth stage 5. So beehive group 1. Let's see, entities, players, hostile, passive, block. At least one detected to match the sensor. All. So I actually need. I don't think I can use this. Because it needs like a preset thing. So I don't know if I can use that. But I think what we can try instead is just a comparator. Comparator. So right now it shouldn't give out any redstone signal. And actually, we're also going to grab what is called a redstone quill real quick. That'll allow for us to do some fancy things as well. But we're going to do this. I think like 5 blocks is enough. And I guess we could just do this. So redstone quill will actually allow for you to kind of write on stuff. Am I right about that? Okay, there it is. That's just a bit weird. Yeah, there it goes. Why is it not doing it on that block? Do I need to have... Okay, so I need to have a run-up kind of thing. All right. So that should activate that dispenser upon hitting growth stage 5. Well, it should. I'm not sure if this is actually correct. But let's actually try and sleep through the night, see if we can actually get this to actually become alive here. And then we can actually grab glass. There is like the essentials, glass essentials. Not solid to players. We actually could quickly make... Let's see here. So pop this, do this, and then... So this redstone pin mod, I was quickly looking at it. There's actually this redstone pin. that actually stores redstone. Let's actually grab this. So basically, I think, how do you actually... Oop. So can you do... Oh, so you just put it in the crafting grid. So this actually can store redstone. So you don't need redstone on you. Okay, so we can actually just kind of toss this one in here and use it later kind of thing. That's pretty cool. But there's also like logic gates, and you can press Control Shift to read these. Relays incoming signals from the back to the front with output power 15 passes through a normal redstone signal from left to right. The pulse is 1 redstone tick. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. I mean, it's interesting. I've never looked at this mod, but I've put 3 Bs in here. I'm not sure if that's actually going to work like I want it to, but I've also I'm gonna take this out because I've actually put the glass back, and we can actually then just take out our silk touch to get this glass back, and we can clear out this top layer. This should be fine. But yeah, now we're waiting. Oh, it harvested. It actually worked. That is awesome. So this actually functions. I didn't even get to see it that much, but okay. So now what we need to do is actually grab an item collector. And we'll actually grab an ender chest. I think the one I need is not going to be gray. I know it's going to be like green. So let's actually go look at which one I want to throw this in, because I want to collect this under a certain one. What am I doing? I could actually just pop down to storage here. So I want to put the honeycombs in here, and we can actually connect this, so here to here, and then lock this. And of course we'll want to grab functional storage upgrades. Just grab one of these bad boys, and then a void upgrade. There we go. That should give us enough honeycomb. Almost 50,000. So this is... So 2 white and a green. So white dye. And then green dye. Cactus. Let's see here. There we go. Let's take this all out. Can I not throw this in here? Oh, can. I can. It's okay. Let's see here. So I think my headphones are dead, but that's okay. We're playing with no audio right now. For me, at least. Okay, and then storage back down here. So we want green. So it's green, white, white. And that should be decent. And then we'll go back to farms to then place down this at the very top. I want this centered. I also don't want to break anything. Alright, so item collector. I think that's the right range. No. I want Y. And then this can be... Okay. That should be fine. And let's actually grab a demagnetization coil. Yeah, that's what it's called. I was actually correct. And then, of course, let's just increase the range to... I wish this actually had... what do you call it? I wish it had the... like, ability to show. And let's actually also grab the honeycomb real quick. To whitelist. Just so that way it only picks up honeycomb, which should be the only thing it ever drops. And I want to see if I can place this demagnetization coil right there. All right, so 2, and then Y, let's just let it go down. I think that's enough. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So that should be a honeycomb production. Of course, we only have one of these, so it's going to be slow as can be, but I don't need that much honey because, of course, I have plenty of honey right now. And over here, how are we doing? We are cruising. So let's actually take out these time torches for right now because I don't need them. I think this thing broke a little bit with those time torches being placed. But that's all right. Okay. So we should have honey production. Very slow honey production, but it nevertheless honey production. And you can see we're powering. So we got 2, and this should be 1 in a second here. So we're almost ready to harvest. Or did that just harvest? I don't even know. I think it did because all the signal's gone now. But that's cool. It works. Fantastic. Awesome. We are moving on. So the reason I'm doing a lot of these little farms now is because we might as well. Let's get them out of the way and not have to worry about them in the future. Latex, plastic, all of that stuff, we're not worrying about it, right? We've completed it. So yeah, I mean that's the basic premise of what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of getting some of these little farms out of the way so we don't need to worry about it. I think that sounds like a great idea. Let's actually get the honeycomb out of one of these drawers. How's this doing? So yeah, that's gonna be a problem. And I didn't think about this. So 16K, how many can this hold? So 16K is that. So I think we actually need a 64K. No, not even that. I think it's 128 then. 256. So we actually need a 256, which needs Skystone. And I don't actually know if there's a way to make Skystone. I think you have to harvest Skystone. Well, that's gonna be a difficult process. Because if we run out of Skystone, we're not gonna be able to do it. So, basically, I wasted a little bit of time. What did I just void? Oh, crap. Well, that's a problem. I just voided my entire ingots thing. I don't know what was in that. It's okay. We're good. We're just going to keep going. Let's actually get this out of the way for now. Let's just put it right over here. I think this will work. So what we need to do is we need to get a 60 or 256K thing to get a singularity. I'm going to go actually harvest up some Skystone. I think we have some meteorites around here. Not too distant. I'm going to go check out, see if I can get any Skystone, and I'll be back. Alright, so real quick, I spent some time automating the smithing table, and I'm going to try to explain what this is doing. I've been working on just getting some minor things done around the base, and this is one of them that I was worried about just because it is, you know, useful for functional storages, upgrades, and all that stuff. So basically, this isn't complete yet, by the way. So for this smithing table, I'm actually going to demonstrate some stuff. So hopper here and a hopper here. All right, let me grab a functional storage, diamond upgrade, and a piece of netherite. Okay, so this is very, very directional. That is what I'm going to tell you. So if I put this functional upgrade in here, it goes into that slot. If I put this functional upgrade in here, it goes into the second slot. So keep that in mind, right? So the left of this block is east and then up, all right? So what I have here is I have a filter for up, which is going to be whatever goes in the first slot. This is on channel 1. And then on the second one, the second one is east, which is the left direction. You could put this on west. It doesn't matter. Every face of this actually can, or every outward face besides up and down can actually be put into the second slot. So we're going to throw this on east, which is then interacting, of course, with this, where this hopper is inputting. And this will actually function and give you a netherite upgrade. So for example, if I do this again, so if I actually want this, right? Oh, we're out of logs. What is happening? Where are all my logs going? You know, I didn't think of this. All of my logs are going into charcoal, like immediately. That's on me. Oversight. So this actually has 10,000. I think to get this under, we'd have to go about 2,000. So to remove this upgrade, because having 10,000 charcoal is a bit ridiculous, I'm going to try here and see if I can pull this diamond upgrade out. And that way we can actually get our wood back and working properly here. Okay. So let's try and see. I don't think I can actually get an empty hand here, though. Yeah, I can. Nope, never mind. Open, that's... Oh, there we go. I don't need an empty hand. Perfect. And then the rest of this, we could just void. So it's still going to be an issue. So I actually need to take this void upgrade out so it stops producing charcoal. And then all of these slots will fill up. Which I don't think I can force fill. No, okay. That's alright. Let's void the rest of this charcoal. Or I guess, I don't even know what to do with the rest of this charcoal. Trash can? Yep, trash can. I don't really need more, and I didn't think of that when I did that, but that's okay. So we'll just do filter, whitelist, charcoal, and the only thing can go in here is charcoal so we don't accidentally void anything else. And we could probably just... Can't I, like, shift Q or something? There we go. It's a lot of wasted logs, but that's okay. We'll turn this off, get rid of that, and we're good. Alrighty, so we should have some logs coming in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now what did I need that for? So basically, we need to get one more thing set up here. And the recipe, so yeah. Alright, so netherite upgrade. Next, start. This should craft. Keyword should. Okay, so that doesn't work. So let's try this. I need to get some more cable here. I couldn't remember if you needed an interface or something there, but we can try this and then put the pattern in here. Go over here, cancel this. Next, start. Okay, no. So we will need to revert what we just had. So this to that, and then a chest here, and then cancel, and then at functional, next, start, and I actually have both of those. So now we have that working. All right, so that's what I needed to do. So we just need to keep in mind that this is very, very directional, right? And what we need to do now is kind of just teach this thing what we need to smith, which is what I've already done. And also have this card be extract, speed, overclockers, this. And that should work. I guess we'll need an export bus. Export bus, or is it import? Import bus. Yeah, let's just look up bus. I think I have an import bus in here. Perfect. So we can actually come around here. Import bus. Cable. Cable. And then if we grab anchor points, we should be able to make a stone brick facade to cover this up, hopefully. There we go. And then, of course, stone bricks here. There we go. Kind of a nice, clean little setup over here. In the wall, out of the way. Of course, you can see the pattern provider. Actually, if we wanted to, we could scrap the pattern provider and get a pattern provider, like, facade-looking one. Actually, I already have one of those in my inventory for some reason, and I just didn't use it. And then, of course, you'll need a cable here. And then, if I take out this chest for a second, we could put that. Oh, nope, not that. I think I have an ebony one, don't I? Nope, that's refined storage. This one. So that, chest there, and that's a functioning system. Of course, we could probably just completely put this behind a wall, but having access to this actually is required because you do need to put filters. I don't know fully if it would work without the filters. So now we have an automatable. If I actually put the actual pattern in here, which might be a little bit more of a pain. This, I need to get the thing that actually lets me see the patterns. Isn't like a pattern? I know there's something in here that actually allows you to see the patterns that are around. So access terminal, I think. Let's check it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? Oop. Okay, yes. So this actually will let you see all of your patterns throughout your entire system. And of course, we are out of pattern cable facades. So we'll just get one. There we go. So now we can actually see every pattern we have and basically where it is. So for example, advanced inscribers, you can see that this is the one without any actual silicone press thing in there. We've got the energizing orb. I love how you can see that as well. Fantastic. I like this. Show visible with empty slots. So you wouldn't actually be able to see the ones that are not empty. Actually, that may be useful. I'm going to do that. Just so if something's completely full, I just don't see it. And if well, actually, I might forget that's enabled. Let's not do that. That might be a bad option. All right. So we've got a few things automated this episode. And honestly, I didn't record a lot of me setting this up because I was like, will this even work? But it does. It's working, and it's good. So I want to kind of get a little bit more stuff just automated to the point of not needing to be reliant, right? I think that's kind of where I want to go. And I think one of the problems is, of course, is this. These are pain. And I don't think we have any like way to make a massive crafter system thing. I don't think. So that's kind of sad. I know like reborn storage is in this, which is cool, but I can't use that, right? I would love to have something like that where we could just store a whole bunch of patterns. But, you know, just checking out what's on here real quick here. So I mean, I guess we kind of just need to make more patterns, more pattern ME pattern providers. Which I'm curious. I think I want to move these pattern providers off of this line. So what I think I want to do is instead of having them in that room, we kind of go and branch off this direction, just completely purely patterns, right? So let's actually grab a hammer. Where's my hammer at? Also, why? I guess changing that pattern terminal changed this, but that's okay. So let's grab my hammer. Axe. Oh, I guess I don't need my axe, right? I have the pickaxe. So let's make a room. And this is going to be under the other rooms, just so you guys know. I know that for a fact, because it's going to be massive, right? Like, I need a lot of patterns throughout this playthrough, and I want to have this completely decked out with dense cable and everything, so that way we know we have enough channels and all of that to actually continue with our just monstrosity of patterns. Of course, this will not be every pattern, because we're going to keep all of the inscribers, everything up there. That is set in stone, right? And of course, I still don't have stone visible in the pattern system. I don't know what's up with that. Alrighty, so I'm not sure if this pattern is going to work. But I have several Fluix cable branches here, and I'm not sure too much about this. Alright? So we're actually going to grab about 20 of these. And I think everything should craft up pretty quickly, because I've been working on also getting these things, these 64K storage things. Looks like they're actually all done. But there's a mega crafting processing unit, which actually isn't expensive, but it is useful, because it actually basically is 4 of the, what am I thinking? 4 of the crafting crow processors. So instead of getting 1, you get 4 per, so this technically has 5 crafting processors, okay? So let's see here. So we'll also need some molecular, which actually I don't have this auto-crafted. Dang it. All right, let's go auto-craft these. I think I have 1 space left to auto-craft. So let's do that. And then in here, we'll go with the only open space we have left. And then we'll grab 8 of these. I just counted that in my head. I'm sorry. I was not being brain dead there. I was actually counting to see how many I actually placed in this room. Okay, so here in the center is where we're going to place the molecular assemblers. All right. And of course, we're going to get acceleration upgrades and everything. I'm going to sleep real quick here, because that is loud and annoying. Alrighty. So we'll do that. Do that. Alright, so let's see here. So, acceleration, I have 8 of these. 8 and 5, 40. So this should craft, like, quite quickly here. And since there's 2 different things, we have plenty of cores and all that to craft multiple things all at once. So this should just speed them all up. There is actually a mega pattern provider in here as well, but it has no crafting recipe. So I don't know if it's implemented or not, but that would be super cool to have. Because I really want something with more. But for now. Alright, let's get rid of all the cobblestone here. Also, I discovered a bug. If you actually... So I was using the Demam Ornatum mod, and I came across this. Which, yeah, this actually duplicates things. And you can't use these for anything, but they just continuously change. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but it is a glitch or bug or whatever. So I'm going to actually toss those. I think I actually have this one that was from that, and also this one. But yeah, that's what this stuff is. I was kind of just trying to make it look a little fancy here. All right. Actually, can I do... this. Like, just straight up swap these out. Instead of having to place all these. Okay, so we need more. Let's just grab another 20. Oh, I guess I also have that piece we can toss too. Alright, we're waiting. There we go. And of course, we just got to replace the back. And then also grab for the front. All of these have all the cards and everything we need. Alright, we're going to need more. It's basically 8 times 4, right? No, 8 times 5. So you need 40 of these in total. No. 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. So that's why we don't have enough. Okay. And I don't know if this will work, but we're going to activate this. Oop. Forgot one here. And I think, just double check. Oh. Made an oopsie over here too. Didn't even see that one. That's okay. It's fixed. So now, if we connect this, of course, using a dense cable. Boom, boom, boom. Everything should light up like a Christmas tree. So we are full on 32 channels. So which one's not working? Okay, so we have missing channels. Can I do... So I believe... let's actually try something. Let me test something real quick and see if this will work. So I guess this episode's kind of just going to be me tweaking things and trying to get some stuff going, right? So I want to tweak this Fluix crystal system. As you can see, I've actually put a chest here a little bit ago to try and see if we can improve the Fluix system. But I came across an issue when you widely request anything, okay? And basically, the problem is that it gets backed up and it's sending charged Certus quartz, redstone, or quartz all at once and not any of the other 3. So what we're going to have to do is kind of figure this out, right? So what I want to do is I want to say down, we're going to insert, and up, we're going to extract. Okay? So extract this, 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 down. We're going to right click, we're going to do counting upgrade, and we're going to grab redstone. Actually, one of these is right here, one of these is right here, and quartz. No, Certus quartz. Let's actually just grab a stack of each. So down, right click, this, this, and this. And then we should be able to increase this to the proper quantity. Okay. So we only want 64 of each to go inside of this. So now what should happen is if I request Fluix crystals. Alright. So let's see. Craftable. And I do 100. What should happen is you can see that we're getting a whole bunch of stuff in here, but we are not getting any... Let me see here. Hold up. Okay. But we're not getting a whole bunch of just stuff sitting inside of this, right? Because it's all going to continuously switch into Fluix whenever it hits that time period it requires to actually register the items. So we have all 3, and this just cycles through, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can see the red thing going. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So basically now the system's just a bit better using laser IO to actually fix this. I've also added a demagnetization coil with the actual proper items in here so we don't pick these up. For some reason the demagnetization coil seems like it hasn't been working properly. So now I've got all of those just completely registered in there. Alright. So that was just one thing I came across. I'm working on this. You can see what I've been doing. But the thing that I'm going to do is actually take out this center line and divide it. Okay, So basically, and this is actually going to be weird, by the way, because it is got a little bit of secret here, where this is actually black concrete panels and not actual black concrete. Kind of saving on some concrete a little. But we're going to have to remove some of it. Anyway, we're going to pipe this into this wall here. We actually need to take out this cable as well. So we're going to basically remove all of that cabling. What did I just break? That 64K processor. Okay. And we're going to then grab... There we go. We're going to pipe this directly into the controller. Same thing with this side right here. We're going to directly pipe this into the controller. Let's land here so we can break that quickly. Go to the other side, put that there. Take out the panels. And just hook this bad boy up. And I'll change this into... Actually, I can just do exchange gadget here. Apparently not there, though. That's fine. All right, and then let's get this other one hooked up. So we should have 23 channels, 24 channels. I don't know why that's different. Why are you different? What am I missing? So it looks like you... Okay, I'm missing a pattern provider on this one. So both 24 channels, that should be taken care of. And we should be good to actually do everything here. So what we should see now is in this, we have just a ton of empty pattern providers. All right. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to come over here and we're going to disconnect this. Which means that we will need to take all of these patterns out of here. I'm going to actually just dump my inventory real quick here into this bag. And we're going to take all of the patterns out of here. So just completely and utterly remove them. Actually, the easiest way might just be doing this. And then let's actually grab my magnet. We can toss some of these patterns in here for real quick. That was a bad idea to sort them. Dang it. That's okay. I'm going to get these all moved into the new system, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so everything has been moved. And you can see we still have, if I actually just do this display mode, this is all of the available molecular assemblers that we have. 40 out of 8. So we've only used 8 of them, which is fantastic. And actually now it means we can get rid of this cable that is here. We might put this back later, but for right now we do not need it. So now we have more room to set down machines to automate stuff, right? So we could actually get like the dissolution chamber over here. We could get, stuff along that lines, things that we need to fully automate. Steel, the induction smelter, that whole range of stuff, right? More space. Woo. Let's see here. All right. Cleaning up house a little bit, right? Now let's also grab a framed door real quick as well. And then let's actually grab those ebony planks that I just put in here. And the reason none of this stuff is showing up is because I forgot to turn that back on. All right. And then the framed door, of course, we will put down here. Boom, boom. There we go. But yeah, this will be our pattern storage. I mean, that is fantastic. I'm curious if I can actually squeeze these in that room as well, because that's what this was waiting on. That's why I put these here for a second. Let's try... let's put them... Doodly-doo. I think I want to put them, like, right here. Like one away. So we've got the 64, the 4, the coprocessors. I actually want to get 2 more mega coprocessors. So I got 1 mega crafting unit in here. And I don't have smart cables learned yet. Basically, the smart cables would allow for you to actually see how many channels you're using on the smaller network side, by the way. That is what that is. Yeah, let's just go for these. Concrete panel, concrete panel, concrete panel. Alrighty, so that is placed down here. We have 2 of these. Of course, the 4Ks can just be gone, by the way. I don't really need them, but I'm just going to keep them there because there's no other use for these. But yeah, that's our crafting room for AE2. I think we're good on that, right? I mean, what else is there to do, right? So I'm trying to think. We have this. We kind of need to get to doing mechanism and stuff with auto crafting. I think the one thing that I really want currently is the induction smelter. I want this to be automated. And I want to see how this is actually done. So let's actually grab some pattern providers. We should have enough channels over in this direction. Let's see. 21 of 32. Man, we're getting low on that one as well. So let's actually, I guess, place these cables back. So let's grab some dense cable. I don't have... Oh, I do have some on me. I didn't need to craft any a minute ago. Alright, so let's put these here. And then let's grab some normal good old-fashioned cable. Right? Because I don't need anything fancy here. And then a pattern provider. And then multi-servo press. Oh, actually, this is the wrong one. That's the multi-servo. I mean, yes, we do need to automate this as well. We will do that. I think that's a good idea. Plates and all that stuff. But this is what I was actually looking for. Let's actually just grab this so we don't have to keep wandering around, getting back and forth. All right, so induction smelter. We'll also need like a flux point. I need to get to, what do you call it? Get to P2P energy so I can actually transfer energy throughout the system into machines and stuff. That would be pretty cool, but I just haven't done that yet. Let's grab an entangled block. Do a little cheat skipoo, right? Get up to little shenanigans. Alright. Put that there. Let's see if this will work. So, I would think like signalum. Signalum is what we want to craft. Alright. And then here, let's look for induction. So for some reason, it's actually not even registering here, so I'm assuming this is not going to work. So we might have to come up with something else. Let's quickly configure this. Bottom input. Let's just actually do this. See if this will work. 10. Next. Start. I mean, yeah, that actually is working. We want to do this because we actually need components and stuff, and I'm tired of trying to craft them myself. So let's just throw this hardened one in here for right now. This does take a minute to do alloys, by the way. It always will. I want to get better upgrades, but for now. Okay, so did that work? I don't have the... I was about to like look and see about the coprocessors and stuff. I need a crafting monitor, I believe. I know there's like something... Crafting terminal. Pattern. Okay, I guess we don't have anything like that. That's fine. I was just curious. All right, so that should have all cooked. So we should have Signalum in here. Perfect. All right, so that was a simple, easy process of automating that. Now we kind of just can get stuff like Indirium, recipe, induction smelter, this, there. And then, of course, we will need a few more things for this actual recipe. Remember, I can just toss it in here. So there you go. It's an induction smelter. So it needs to have input and output, basically, enabled to actually register the item, the actual block it's on. All right. Let's grab... Because I don't think I can actually make a component yet. I need to actually get a few things automated here, which I want to get gears, plates, and I think that's it. But for now, I'll be right back. We are actually going to wrap up this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to get gears, plates, and all of that stuff automated. Thank you guys. Stay awesome. See you in the next one. Bye-bye!